Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Fire here, back in another video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys a one-e play as well as my gun type mini scheme. Now, this formation is very unique and it has a ton of big plays and money plays that get super open that a ton of people just don't know about in the formation. Now, I'm going to be in the Denver Broncos offensive playbook, but this is in a couple of other playbooks. I will link it down below in the comment section, so feel free to go check that out after the video. Now, the money play is going to be this slot curl play, but first I'm just going to set my audibles for the mini scheme. So right here I got the Z spot, quick base, seams, and PA cross. Those are the plays for the mini scheme that I'm going to be teaching you guys today. Some other good plays in the formation, honorable mentions will be the mesh spot, and then bench that I'm just not going to go over, but they are definitely decent plays as well. Now, like I said, the play is going to be this slot curl, and since I'm on the left hash mark right now, I'm going to have my corner route facing to the right side, opening up to that right side, and you guys will see why in a little bit. So just come out right there, and I'm just going to come out against a random zone coverage right here on defense. Now, coming out starting the play, you guys might think, oh, this play looks like it's pretty trash. There's really nothing open. You obviously have a corner route and a seam route and a hitch. Nothing really doing there, but we have a pretty simple setup to get this wide open, as you guys might have seen in the thumbnail. So first off, what you're going to do is block your running back. You guys see he's on that swing route. He's pretty ineffective on that route, and we might as well have the extra protection right there. The next thing that I like to do is just to smart out B route, although it's not necessary. Just smart out him, makes him a little bit deeper, a couple yards. And then the last thing that you have to do that's necessary is just motion Humphries over to the left. So he was on that corner route. Now we have him on a post route, and he's going to get wide open, as you guys will see in a little bit. Now, the last step that you can do, or second to last step, is put X on a drag. You can keep him on that in route, and the play works perfectly fine, but I prefer him on the drag a little bit more. It doesn't make any difference. And then I just leave Y on that hitch route. It's not as much as a hitch as it is a curl. You guys should see that it ends up being like a 6-7 yard curl, although how short it looks in this. But anyways, the last thing that you're going to do is slide your protection to the right, because I'm going to be rolling out to the right in this case. Obviously, if you're running it flips, you would slide to the left, and then double team this defensive end. We don't want to get shedded. We want two guys on him, so we're able to keep that contained inside, and we're able to scramble out and hit this post route. So just hike the ball here, roll out. You guys see to it, got a block shed, but able to just throw that on the run and possession catch, although I prefer to set my feet and throw it towards the sidelines. Makes it a little bit more, a little bit of an easier pass right there, but you guys see he was still wide open, and we were still able to dot up the defense. I think the reason that this play works so well is definitely this seam route. It sort of contains a lot of the routes, and it is just super kind of overpowered to bring in zones and open up routes down the field. So I'm going to go over the setup again here. It's just going to be block RB, smart out B with the RB button, motion him to the left, and then put X on a drag route. Obviously, slide to the right and double team this end. So if this guy is not even blitzing this linebacker, then it's just going to double team the guy furthest on the right anyway. So I always like to double team that guy on the right. Just a little quick tip right there. And then just hike the ball here. You guys see he's double teamed, able to roll out this time. You guys see we actually get the one play touchdown, and sometimes that's going to happen. The coverage just gets a little bit glitchy. I'm even using a slow receiver like Adam Humphries. I mean, he's not completely slow, but he's obviously not one of the top guys when you think about speed. So this play just gets glitchy. I told you guys about this Delaney Walker route. You guys might have seen right there. He just suctioned two people in. I'm actually going to show you guys the replay real quick. Delaney Walker, he just beats the press. You guys see he takes in that sort of deep third, it looked like, and just a very glitchy route. Adam Humphries wide open, and they don't have time to recover on that pass. So show you guys one last time here. Block RB, smart out RB route, motion him to the left hand side, and then just put X on a drag and double team, or slide right, double team this defensive end on the end. Hike the ball here. You guys see he gets shedded, but even before he gets outside of the numbers, I was able to throw that pass. So it's pretty much open in any case. Obviously, we don't have a user, but if he's not going to catch on the first time. He's not going to be guarding anything really down the field that far. You might be worried about the hitch, which is why I like the hitch so much, is because it sucks in the user and it is on the other side of the field. You don't want routes on just the right side. You want them on every side. So Anyways, that's going to take us to our next play. It's going to be this Z spot. Now, a Z spot stock is a very unique play. I pretty much have two setups. I'm just going to go over this basic one quickly here. It's just going to be to streak X and then put A on a curl and B on a drag or an in route, whatever. But this is a high-low read on the left side. I usually run this to the wide side, but I'm not going to spend the time to flip it. It's just a basic setup. I'll show you guys once. Boom, I see no one's in the flats. Just dump it down. Easy pickup of 6 yards right there. So, just a simple thing you can run. I don't run it too often, but in short yard situations, it's definitely effective. The main setup for this play that I like to run is just going to be to first block your running back. Again, extra protection is so necessary in this game. The abilities and block sheds just get so overpowered and annoying. Next up, our step is going to be to streak this B receiver and put Y on a curl again and X on a drag. Now, we have a high-low read again between X and A. The reason that we have X on a drag is to suck down any zone, any flat zone, curl flat, cloud flat. Soft squat is going to come down on that zone, leaving Delanie Walker wide open. Delanie Walker can also torch match or man coverage in this sense because he has a quick breaking out corner route. And then again, what I'm going to do is just double team this defensive end and slide our protection to the right side. We're going to try to scramble out here again with Mariota. You guys see, boom. X brings down the flat route, and I'm able to hit Delanie Walker for that easy bomb and pick up a similar gain of yardage to the other play, almost. Although the route does seem a little bit shallower, it still picks up very good yards, and it is one of the most underrated routes in the game. That C route is just so glitchy, and nobody even knows about it. So I'm going to go over the setup one more time here. Streak B, block RB, put X on a drag, and then Y on a curl. Like I said, if you know it's man coverage, what you can do is just put Y on an out route. Smart route it, do something like this. There's tons of different things that you can do. You can obviously like put him on a slant, motion him over, but for this video's case, I know it's zone or match coverage, and A will be both of those. So these deep breaking corner routes seem to get open against every coverage, which is nice. The only one that I've really struggled with a little bit is the match coverage, and that was just because Humphries is slow. He's not really going to burn any sort of guy in man-to-man coverage. So again here, rolling out, you guys see pass lead that's the right, and Delanie Walker's just wide open. I pick up such good yardage right there with an easy pass, and the good thing I love about this route, maybe even a little bit more than the one I showed you guys with Humphries, is that it's just such a quick route. It doesn't take any time to develop, and I can just easily get the ball off. So that's going to do it for our Z spot. Next play up in this mini scheme is going to be our halfback quick base. Now this is unfortunately the only run in the formation out of the Broncos, at least. Pretty sure that there's a draw on some of the other gun tights, but in this one the base is the only run. But it's definitely a sufficient run, and it does the job for the formation. I love this quick base. This run does a good enough job though. Really, realistically speaking, it picks up decent yards every run with the big play potential. What I usually do is motion that guy over. Obviously, you're going to get blown up running the base. The blocking sometimes gets a little bit messed up, but it's fine for the most part. You can obviously just come out here, run it stock. Jeez, TJ Watt just got the glitchiest animation of all time on Delanie Walker, who's supposed to be a good run block tight end. But what I like to do, motion him over. If you guys haven't seen my tight doubles video, make sure to go check that out. I show a great way to run the base out of that, and I have tons of success running the halfback base out of that formation. This one's very similar in the sense that I'm still motioning sharp over, still hiking the ball, and I'm able to cut it inside out. Now the blocking right now is just being pretty terrible. Now this run isn't going to hit on every single play. That's something to keep in mind. You're obviously going to have your downfalls. Sometimes it's not going to work, and that's just going to be Madden 20 in a nutshell. You guys see there, picking up a decent gain of yards right there. Cut it inside. If I had evasive, a good ability, I would have been able to cut that outside. But that's going to do it for our base right here. Anyways, going to move on to our next play. It's going to be this seams out of the gun tight. Now pretty much the route I love out of this is going to be Delanie Walker once again. You guys see he's on that quick breaking corner route. You can tell he has a quick sort of stop and go, so it's just going to destroy any man coverage, which sort of was the weakness out of this formation. Obviously the Z spot route can kill it as well, but you kind of want a fast tight end, good receiving tight end for this formation. Delanie Walker, although he's slow, you guys can see he's going to destroy them. So if I just come out in a regular man coverage to run a traditional setup, I can just come out here, obviously run it stock, hike the ball. You guys see, throw it on break, and look how far he got separated. That was almost 5 yards of separation right there, even by a slow tight end like Delaney Walker, just destroying any defensive back. So I have a more complex setup that I like to run though. It's just going to be to, first of all, block our running back. He's on another sort of inefficient route that doesn't make sense for me to have on the field. Then I'm just going to put B on a out route, create a bench concept, high-low on the right side. You know I love my high-low reads, very simple, and if nothing's open, take that out route. Next up, I'm going to smart out Y and just going to motion him over. He's on that sort of glitchy seam route. This time he's going to be heading to the outside though, sucking in some zones. It just opens up the corner out a little bit more, containing that deep half or any deep zone on the right side of the field. Then last thing, put X on a curl route. You can put him on a hitch as well, maybe even an in route in some cases, but like I said earlier, I like routes on all sides of the field, so I'm just going to put him on this curl route for now. Again, I might try to roll out. Usually I like to stay in the pocket. It's a pretty quick developing route. I can slide right and double team still. You guys see, I see nothing open. I can hit Humphries in the flats right there. Although it was a late throw, I was still able to complete the pass, which is nice. Coming out in it again, smart block RB, put B on an out route, smart out Y, and then put X on a curl, motion Y over. So a lot of motions in this offense. It's going to keep your opponent on tilt a little bit. The only problem I have with Y is that he gets sort of bumps right there, but you guys see Delaney Walker just wide open. Look at the separation right there, easily able to hit it. This is why I love the gun type formation so much, and it is so underrated in the community. It's because of all these corner routes just getting over the top of defenses. All you have to do is make a couple of route combinations. You can obviously make your own route combos. You can do something like this that works, that I've ran before. Just a seam, a streak, and a drag. But I'll show you guys our setup on seams one more time. It's going to be to block RB, put B on a out route, X on a curl, smart out Y, motion him over. Now if he's getting bumped a little bit too much, what you can do with Davis, put him on a streak, put him on a fade, he works fine. Anyways, you guys see A wide open, hit him on the break. You want to throw on break because that's when he gets sort of the most separation, and you still have a chance to cut it upfield after the reception. Anyways, that's going to take us to our last play of the video right here. We got our PA cross set up now. This play has been one of my favorites since Madden 17. I've consistently been running it since then, and I've been having success for the most part. So first thing you're going to want to do when you come out in this play is motion Tajay Sharp over. Again, we have another motion, I know, but if you run one game, you'll know the motions by then. So you just motion him over on that post. He sort of pulls in the zones, any sort of hook curls, vert hooks that might follow Humphries, who we are ultimately trying to hit right here. Next thing I'm going to do is streak A and then just put Y on a drag. Again, we're creating a high-low between Humphries and Davis, but something to keep in mind is that Humphries does take a little bit to develop, so you're going to want to have good protection right there, obviously scrambling out to the right. And then all you have to do is just hike the ball here. Just going to roll out, and you guys see the drag pulls him down at last second. We are able to hit Adam Humphries for the huge gain. A lot of people might see Humphries head into the post route and then break off on that route, maybe head to something else, but nope, we stick with it and we're able to hit him wide open. Go over the setup one last time here before I know the video is getting a little bit long, but just motion Tajay Sharp over all the way to the right side. Now, you're not motion snapping any of these passes, because if you do, sometimes they're going to get sucked into the block. Something to keep in mind right there, but put A on a streak, Y on a drag. You can keep the play action if you really want to, but the sheds just get a little bit crazy. I just prefer blocking him. Double team this DN, slide our protection to the right, and just watch the magic happen right here. Obviously looking to scramble if we can. You guys see nobody's in sight, and we are just able to pass lead that to the right and catch it on the possession catch. So if you guys did enjoy this video and all these great plays I showed you guys, please make sure to leave a like on it, show your support to the channel, and subscribe to the channel for some more Fire Madden 20 content. You guys are subscribing, I'll keep pumping out these videos for you guys. So also, please make sure that you guys are leaving suggestions down below in the comment section on future videos you would like to see on my channel, and peace. I'm out of here.